Hey everybody, it's Cobalt the Crusader, professional wrestler, aspiring author, and Conan enthusiast. Now, I meant to do this video much sooner, but, well, I got a sinus infection if you didn't see my update video, and I really couldn't do that. I guess winter felt like making me sick and putting some content that I had planned back for a week or so. Life's funny that way, isn't it? I get into good content making rhythm, and then all of a sudden, you get nothing. You get nothing. Anyway, so I do not play Mortal Kombat 1 as I stated in my previous Mortal Kombat 1 Conan video. And I say that because I personally view Mortal Kombat 1 to be the worst Mortal Kombat game in recent years. But I have heard that they treat Conan very well. He's my all-time favorite character. So I'm curious to know how they are doing things. So what I'm doing is a reaction to his tower story, and then I'm going to be reacting to his intro dialogue and stuff, because I know that NetherRealms loves doing that. And we're going to do something a bit different. I'm not going to be reacting to the whole thing, like picture-in-picture. Just his tower is going to be picture-in-picture, then analysis, and then we get to the intros. If I have something funny to say, I'm going to just cut back in and make a joke about it, because I think that's a bit more interesting than me just sitting here picture-in-picture style, just watching everything. That's kind of boring. So I'm going to try to make this a bit more entertaining, a bit funnier, kind of go off the cuff, off script, and just sort of let you know what I'm doing as a guy who still does jokes. Expect puns. Expect puns. I make a lot of those. If you're new here and you don't know, I make a lot of puns. I'm terrible. I'm awful. Whatever. So, let's give this a look-see how they treat my boy.
From the time he encountered the mysterious York Kosha, my master has known other worlds and other planes.
Really?
Long has he dreamed of visiting them and availing himself of their
But
pleasures. So when he learned that one of these worlds faced an unimaginable evil, he did not hesitate to heed its call for
okay.
aid. But even his wildest imaginings could not prepare him for these gigantic, hideous beasts.
Entry level stuff.
If not annihilate, they would consume this world. And after that, fill their bellies with ours. Pleased with his new allies, and eager for the adventure this new world afforded,
Of course.
Conan chose to stay here once the battle was won. Many wars did he fight. Honor and fear were heaped upon his name. In time, he became legend.
Really? So I'm kind of confused. So somebody at NetherRealms is clearly a Howard fan, because they were using a character from the Tower of the Elephant, which is interesting to me because they're clearly using the movie Conan, and that's I don't know. Look, I'm a little confused by the ending, honestly. So what I'm gathering is he was transported to the world where Mortal Kombat takes place. He just kind of takes it over, sort of? I don't know. I don't hate it. There's some cool shots in there. But, yeah. I personally would have done more. I will say this. The guy doing Mako, yeah, I call him Mako because, look, I know he has a name in the actual movies with that, but we know him as Mako, you know. Great voice actor, great actor. He's trying. He's trying. You're never gonna find somebody who has Mako's like awesome voice and stuff, you know. Like there have been very good attempts and stuff. I gotta give his attempt a C plus, I guess, a C plus, because I want to be nice. But Demon! Demon! You're a demon. You're... Cats. Yes. So, I'll give that whole thing, like I said, a C+. Mainly because, you know, Conan showing up to beat ass is always cool to me. So, yeah. C+. C+ for the latter. Interesting to see a character from the books in the movie version, but that's really all I've got. I don't have a whole lot to say. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's jump into his intros and let's see if I can squeeze out some jokes.
No one will remember if we were good men or bad. All that matters is that two stand against many.
Referencing the film, you know, that's a line of dialogue toward the end of the film. All right, fair enough, fair enough.
We are twins, outside and in.
How do they know that? We are twins, outside and in. I aim to find out just how similar we are. Bend over, Conan.
If you won't side with the Lin Kuei.
Enough. I cannot be threatened.
Enough? I cannot be threatened? Oh, come on. There's an easy one there, okay? He just should have yelled, enough talk! Because that's, like, probably the best scene in Conan the Destroyer, actually, whenever that guy is just up there talking and nonsense and whatnot. It's like a long line of dialogue. And then Conan just goes, enough talk! He just pulls out a dagger and, like, throws it square into his junk, you know? He should do that to Noob Saibot, you know? You edgy fuck.
Why come here to help us?
To keep your enemies from destroying my world.
I don't think they can do a worse job of destroying Hyboria than Cthulhu. Just gonna go on a limb and say that.
Your eyes are very...
You're a stranger with unknown intentions.
I'll show you unknown intentions, woman. You think Liu Kang is something? Ha! Liu Kang? No, Luke King.
Civilization is unnatural. Barbarism will always triumph.
Not in Outworld.
You know, I'm pretty sure that barbarism does in fact triumph in Outworld. I mean, have you seen the place?
You seem like the perfect warrior.
I am Sumerian.
Well, that's it. I am Sumerian. No, I am Sumerian. We are all perfect warriors. Nothing like that. God, a lot of these are just so freaking lame.
Outworld has many men like you.
Ha! That is doubtful.
I turned men like Shao Kahn into Shao Kak. He is bald.
Crumb laughs at you gods. Laughs from his mountain.
They are stronger. They are the everlasting sky.
Okay, movie reference again. I mean, I appreciate that. They did one earlier, but again, I'm cutting out a lot of these because they're really just not that good, honestly. I'm trying to make jokes, but some of these are just so dry and just kind of like dead. It's kind of hard to be funny at this. I'm sorry.
I will hear your lamentation, woman.
Lamentation? Try celebration.
I bet somebody thought they were really clever when they came up with that. I'm kind of sad.
Your father must have been a great warrior.
My father was a blacksmith.
These two things are not contradictory. Conan's father was a really good fighter. I know, right? It's stupid.
Swords, daggers. What other weapons are you good with?
All of them.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Trying to think of a weapon that Conan hasn't killed somebody with. I'll get back to you on that.
The terms I offer are more than generous.
No, it is a raw deal.
You get it? Because Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie Raw Deal. You get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? You do know that the Conan character that they have referenced the books to is more than just Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? I mean, the previous one, they actually referenced the Jason Momoa Conan. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the Jason Momoa sword, at least one of them, is actually a weapon you can equip Conan with in the game itself. Can we please just make sure whoever writes the dialogue isn't just writing Schwarzenegger jokes?
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Truly, what is best in life?
You did not let me finish, Shao Kak. I'm taking your women.
I've seen few empires richer than yours.
I hope that's appreciation and not greed, Conan.
It is neither. How about you make me king, and then I can give you a daughter that won't disappoint you.
Are you a man of honor?
I am a man of my word.
So yes, you are a man of honor.
I can't believe Shao forced you to retreat.
I'll be back.
You know what? I have a joke in mind. I just gonna groan, at this, but I have a joke now. I'll be back. I won't be. I'm not playing another Mortal Kombat game after this. God, this is so freaking lame. I'm not saying everyone has to be, an absolute, gut buster funny, or be quotable. I'm not saying that at all, because I know some Mortal Kombat fans, you guys, you get a little hurt every time someone comes on and critiques the game in some capacity, But can you just be honest? These are just not very interesting. I say this as the most diehard Conan fan. Like, I literally just did an unboxing video where I'm just opening up like a bunch of Conan minifigurines and stuff like that for the Monolith board game expansion. Go watch it if you haven't. I'm not even good at those, but because it's Conan, I picked it up. This should be an easy sell for me, and I'm just over here just going, ugh. There's so many of these. I'm skipping over a good chunk of them just because they're so lifeless. Please, just give me one or two. One or two of them has to be interesting, right? Just one or two. That's all I'm asking.
I live, I love, I slay.
And that makes you content?
That is one part of the most profound statements Conan has ever made in any book ever. It's from Queen of the Black Coast. I actually did a quote of it in a video previously that I did, where I was responding to Matt's fantasy book reviews. If Raiden is making fun of that, it's like, I don't know if that's out of character or if that's just somebody in NetherRealm's not getting the quote.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
I cannot, Conan.
And to hell with you! I'm watching so many of these and cutting out so many of them too. I think I realized the problem is, they're too short. It's like there's so much dead air and space between them. It's like, if there was just one more statement they could have done, like, statement, response, statement. If they had done that instead of just, statement, then response, it may have been better, because obviously the proper follow-up would have just been him saying, to hell with you, because that's what he said in the movie. It was right there. I don't know why they cut it out. I think it's probably what the intent was, and why a lot of these are coming across as half-baked.
Ladies must fall all over themselves for you.
My bed is rarely cold.
You did it. You did it, guys. You did it. You actually said something that's totally true about Conan. I actually could see him getting along with Johnny Cage, especially when it comes to betting women. Like, these two would actually hit up a bar or something like that, get smashed and just, party down with some random women. Like, okay, you did it. You did it. I give you one, just one so far, out of like I don't know how many I've watched up to this point.
You'll make a fine breeder for Viltrum.
I'd rather become king by my own hand.
But I can still do the breeding, right? That part's fun.
I need weapons like yours.
Let's trade. I'd look badass holding the broadsword.
I'm trying to think if John Cena would actually be a good Conan now. Huh. You got my gears turning, NetherRealms. Now I kind of want to see that. I'm really curious.
In Crom's name, I will punish you.
I'm gonna cram my knife up your ass.
You wouldn't know about shoving things up asses, wouldn't you? Twink.
So big, so dumb.
So keen to kill you.
So big, so dumb. Twink! Twink! You're a twink!
That is an impressive paint job on the muscles, Conan.
What do you mean?
Paint job on the muscles. That's the last one. I heard a lot of these were funny. I heard a lot of these were really cool. I caught several references. Again, I cut out a lot of them because they're just, well, very lackluster in my opinion. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I really don't mean to be negative. I don't come into this with a negative mindset. I come in hoping for the best, And I give praise to the realms where it's due. That I like the Johnny Cage ones, at least the one Johnny Cage one. So, I did ask for just one, and they gave me the just one, so I can't fault them for that. I was able to make a couple twink jokes at the expense of the Scream Killers, Ghostface, whatever they want to call him. So there's that, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is I'm at a loss for words here. I was really, really hoping for, a bit better than this and stuff, And I hate that they decided to make a few Schwarzenegger jokes, That's kind of lame to me. Didn't they already do that with Terminator, actually? So they're just kind of recycling that from MKX, I believe it is, or is it MK11? I don't know. I already forgot which. I think it was MK11, actually. Yeah, I think they're just recycling that from MK11, Terminator jokes. No, not Terminator jokes, but Schwarzenegger jokes. It's like, they could have done better. They really could have, as a character who's almost 100 years old at this point, with such a deep, rich history, is such a charismatic person in the books and the comics too, they really, truly could have done a lot more than this in terms of dialogue, Like, have him hit on Sindel, have him hit on all the women, actually, and stuff, Conan, they made a few harem jokes already, where he gets laid a lot. You're telling me he wouldn't hit on someone like Katana? I bet he wouldn't hit on Melina until he sees her face. I'm just saying, like, the fact that he didn't flirt with any of the women in the roster is kind of weird, Because he hits on a lot of women, and they're usually just like, big, strong man, he's so strong, he's handsome. Because that happens a lot in the books. I don't know. Okay, so that's it. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but all I know is with as much as I had to cut out, I can't imagine it's that long. It just can't. Because like 90% of them I had to cut out because I just got nothing. So I still maintain what I say. The only way I'm picking up this game is if someone buys it for me with the Conan DLC included, because it's like, I ain't giving it money. I just really don't care for modern Mortal Kombat. I've heard rumors that they've already just abandoned this game and stuff, and they're looking toward the next installment or something. I don't know. Deserve it if you ask me, because they're not giving us their best with this. So yeah. See you guys later.